Sure, later on of our 55 acres of amazing. And find out what all of our ground here. Hear the pop, pop, pop. Next one's an internet grader. And I'm sorry to say that we seem to have an Altman and Taylor.
This is going to be where large bars return.
Running on gasoline. If you want to start it, you grab hold of the crank and pull. And if that doesn't work, you pull again. You pretty much chin yourself on that crank. Next up is Dale White on a 1939 Commodore Model T. It's a nice styled tractor, has some pretty neat power to it. Has a 2-cylinder Johnny Popper. Next up is a John Deere Model T. We started out in the early 30s and jumped those into the 1950s. This particular one is a 1945 John Deere Model T. Very hard-working tractor, used all over everything. It's about as fast as the truck gets, you get stiff after a while, so you walk the Bulldog. Coming up next is a 1936 John Deere. This is an unstyled T. Doesn't have the fancy shoot tail line. Works just as hard. And to sum up, that 2-cylinder Johnny Popper. Next up is 1959 full emission and stuff. That's a hard-working machine. Has the Ferguson system on the back. Carry an implement. Yeah. Beautiful piece of machinery. Next up comes Trouble. Early 50s, late 40s, Cletrack, belongs to the museum. Harley McCain is the operator. Do what you can to preserve history. I'm going to generate about 15 or 20 horsepower, something like that. One of our licensed operators on board. And they all come with a big whistle. The whistles actually serve the purpose. That was to let people know where the machine was going, whether it was starting, stopping, time for lunch, time for breakfast. There were whistles for everything. Next up is the 1944 John Deere Model B. Ron Hetrick brings that along. Appreciate that. Very nice.
It's so crazy, you can smell the wood, you know. Yeah.
Probably didn't look that good, but maybe. Weston Knack riding along, he gets rides on all kinds of things. This is a mystery machine. It looks to be Model T part. Not quite sure. That part is part car. There's another one in 1985. Here's Jacket. Next up is Finnegan Harris running the 1974 Steelhouse. Coming up behind that is John Leach and his wife. Come along. He was a Marine in Vietnam. Piece of machinery. That served in Vietnam. We're thanking for that. Next up is Leach. Traction Rushing Machine Company. You'll see that big eagle up on the nose. That was their symbol for many, many, many years. One of our licensed steam engineers operating that. We are state inspected and certified. All those pressure vessels are as safe as we can possibly make them. A Again, the whistle is used to call crews in to work, tell people what to do. Riding along behind this case is a baggage wagon from the railroad. This is one of the rougher ones that we have. It's a 1952 case Model B. Next up is Wayne McBride on a 1959 John Deere 730B. Wayne is out of Fountain Valley, but no air conditioning, so, you know, trades to be made. Wayne McBride, thank you, Wayne. This was right of the day last Sunday. Richard Johnson out of Santa Monica, 36 years, something like that. 32 years. I'm exaggerating slightly. We've all been here way too long. Next up is a little sawmill. You notice that the driver is offset to one side. Next up is a Model A, 1930, two-door sedan. Jack Burns brings it down from Riverside, very pretty car. Scott Frazier, 1924 was where it started, but it's come a long way from that. But it's still a Model T-ish as a speedster. Next up is a 1934 Model A, somewhere in there. So it's a little past the Model A. But basically a Model A engine with a speedster body. Next up is the Van Brumley Company, built away. Saturday's ride of the day, Michael Smith, 1945. Stored beautifully by Michael Smith. Actually, Bruce McDaniel did the work, but Michael is the owner, and very, very nice piece of machinery. This one's a new one for us. This is 1950 All-Stromer's Model G. David Hale out of Phoenix brings this down. I have to ask you to not do that again. We have to keep you not pointed at the crowd. Nina and Sophie on the back. David Hale, driving 1950. All-Stromer's Model G. Universal transfer. Very early. Very, very early. Well, they built a whole lot of trucks back in the day. And a 1919 was quite a machine. His grandfather built this in the 1930s. Next up is a high crop tractor. You see how high that sits? To get up over the crop. Very nice restoration. John McDaniel on a 1955
smooth, yeah.
Another McDaniel restoration. This is a small one. This is 1948 and beautifully done. Next up is 1916 Russell steam traction engine. John and Dean Allen are the licensed operators, owners. 1951 Mighty Mouse.
That kid's the fireman.
Good little tractor, good for grading kids here. 1951 Mighty Mouse. Okay, we're going to start into the Camp Club now. Each machine is made by the Caterpillar Company. Then we'll get a little bit bigger. For the Model G2, Tom Vesco. This is a decent, very nice restoration by a young man. Manufactured by Caterpillar in Illinois. Next machine up is a little lighter with the lights in one direction or the other. Model D4 Caterpillar. Derek Poho coming up here on this 1930 side of the engine, which you start very first to pull over the big engine. When the train starts the gas engine to start the diesel engine. Next traction engine is you see the blade going up and down on this next traction. It's lifted by cable, driven by the engine, and the wing moves the blade up, but does not pull down on it. Planned by Jan Merriman. Here's a since 1963 in San Leandro. Spent its entire life on a rice farm in Gridley, California. Just north of Sacramento, up on the Feather River. Next up is 1957 P8. Jan Merriman was the operator of that as well. First ran this tractor in 1970. Jan will be running one of his trains or backhoes later after the snow. I'm not sure where this will go. We'll publicize that as we go. Next up is another D8, Andy Romero, the owner. Lori Leone is the operator, 1957. And following that is Virgil White. The largest machine that we have on the ground. The caterpillar is making at that time. 1955. It's amazing how worn out they are and they're still running. Pretty impressive. It's got deep plates for fast ground. No damage to the 1961 All-Stars, Ron Murray, so it's 8 horsepower to the ground, 6 speeds of that belt drive on the side, single cylinder, 1 speed, belt drive down to a transmission. Pretty good machine. 620 power steering, all the good things. John Deere model 620. The operator. There's some debate about the color, by the way. Hannah's, no, which one? I think keep that gal straight. I'll turn it over to the president. Get his message. Ride of the day for today is the Caterpillar Model 70, 1934. Josh Stevenson gets a special award. Give him a big hand. Terry Scott designed who's ride of the day, so there you go. And TJ has a message for you.